The Twisted Spoke is, a fun neighborhood, fun establishment. We try and have examples of what we think are great bar food from, all over the country and the world. We have a range of items, everything from our world-famous Fat Boy hamburger to our shrimp poor boy to chicken tacos to meatloaf sandwich. We have more whiskey than just about any other bar in town, and we try and find as many obscure bottles as possible from small distillers. If we could find galactic whiskey, we would go sort of outside of our comfort zone and get stuff from any planet that is producing really cool whiskey. Meeting customers who can't wait to tell their friends and relatives that, holy crap, I went to the Twisted Spoke and I want to go back there again.
So, Erica, you say that Twisted Spoke rides right by the competition. Tell us why you chose it.
I chose it because you can really, any type of person can go there. You can go...
I mean, you actually say you don't exactly look like a biker.
Yes, exactly. I am a bit of a yupster, is what I would classify myself as.
Is that a yuppie hipster?
Yep, I'm a yuppie hipster. So I think it's kind of, you can go, I've gone and I've seen families and I've seen children and I've seen older demographics, younger demographics, and everyone kind of gets along and just minds their own business. I think it's a great place to go and just relax. You shouldn't go there if you're in a hurry. The staff kind of, lets you do your thing. And the whiskey list is one of the best whiskey lists in the city, so that's my hands-down pick.
How do you describe the food?
The food is, I think, a step above, comfort food. It'll take comfort food, like what you make in your own home, be it like a Sloppy Joe or a burger, just something, very traditional, very ordinary food. And they kind of just take it a little step further, probably make it a little unhealthier than what you would normally make at home. But
gotta cut the whiskey with something.
Yeah, you gotta have that little extra layer of grease.
Elaine, was it your first time to Twisted Spoke?
Oh, yes. It was a very different experience for me. We went at lunch, and we got there around 1 o'clock, and I took a look at the bike out in front with the skeleton on it and said to myself, oh, what am I in for? There's lots of liquor, lots of, as Erica said, whiskeys, and lots of beers. So when I got to the food, I thought, oh, the big boy, bad boy burger is something that I better try here. So we had that, and it was good. The French fries were very good and greasy, something that I usually don't eat, but I thought I'll try them.
Was it worth the indulgence?
Yeah. And it came with a beer.
Okay.
I gave the beer to my husband, and then I ordered gazpacho soup because I really liked that, and it was homemade. Our waiter was very respectful. And I said something about the hot sauce that came with our meal. I said, wow, this is really something. And he went on to explain that they provide hot sauces that they make right on site. He was really enthusiastic about the place.
All right. So, Greg, you don't live too far away from Twisted Spoke.
The dog and I walk past there on a very consistent basis. I found my experience to be a bit different than yours, Lane. My waitress didn't know much. So it was weird for me because I ordered a dish and it was like a tempura fried bacon, and I was really excited about it because I love bacon, and frying anything makes it better, so how can you miss? And I got it, and it came with a radish salad, and I was looking at the radish salad. I'm like, oh, are those capers? What are those in the bottom? I didn't really know, so I asked the waitress. She looked at me and said, I have no idea what that is, and walked away. Never saw her again. But I did enjoy the dish. I like the atmosphere. I'm kind of a guy who likes to drink every now and every day. So for me, the whiskey list is phenomenal, and they have all the different bitters and herbs and spices if you're doing a tasting to really enhance the experience.
This is the Happy Van Winkle, the 90. It's a good sipping whiskey.
And they have some pretty cool cocktails. I had a Bloody Mary that...
Best Bloody Marys.
The Bloody Mary was really good.
They have a lot of stuff in that Bloody Mary.
There's a lot of stuff in there. It was good. It was really good. And that Breakfast of Champions drink, it's like Bailey's, you like Captain Crunch. That was sweet. Interesting, but really good.
So, Erica, 2 or 3 dishes that always keep you coming back here?
I'd say, just for appetizer, to keep it really simple, the fried cheese curds are just it's just perfect, right on the money. And you can't go wrong with their burger, especially the patty burger. got onions on it, and it's on rye bread. Fabulous. I've been there from everything from brunch for like fried egg sandwich to I have been to Smut and Egg, so I'll just throw that out there. I have done that.
Smut and Egg.
Yeah.
I've heard about this.
It's an adventure.
Elaborate.
Well, okay, so Smut and Eggs, I think it's like late Saturday nights. You can actually go and have brunch, so to speak, and also watch porn. So it's an interesting experience.
Elaine, is this
I thought you would have totally gone.
I didn't know about it.
You should have told Elaine before.
I picked to save time, Erica.
You did. But the nice thing that they do is they don't have it on all the TVs. So if you do, I happened to be there during it. I didn't go like, hey, husband, you want to go watch some porn? Like, that was not the case. But a bachelorette party was there. And I think that's actually really appropriate. It was a funny, good experience for those girls.
proper application. So, Elaine, on that note, who would you take here?
I was thinking of taking my 8-year-old grandson because he likes motorcycles. He really enjoy it. At lunch. Greg, don't laugh.
yes.
At lunch.
How's the atmosphere? Like, who goes here?
I mean, I went there with a group of friends, and it was good. There's a lot of big groups of guys and groups of people just hanging out, and the place is pretty cool. There's random motorcycle parts and signs everywhere, and the skeleton outside looks pretty cool. Like, so they have a good sense of humor about themselves.
All right, well, Erica, you recommended Twisted Spoke. Sum it up for us.
It actually does span the generations. Like my parents will go and we can have a good time, but you can also go with your friends, bachelorette parties, or just go and have a great brunch and an awesome Bloody Mary.
All right, Greg?
If you're a whiskey person, you got to check this place out.
All right, Elaine?
If you like vintage bikes and you want to hang around, this is the place for you.
All right, well, terrific. Well, you can check out the burgers and more at Twisted Spoke, 501 North Ogden Avenue, 312-666-1500. They're open for lunch and dinner every day and brunch on weekends. Reservations are accepted for large parties, and the average tab per person without drinks is $15.